Before we get on to the last couple of speeches for tonight, we are hearing private member statements, and I recognise in the gallery we have the Deputy Mayor of Willoughby, Angelo Rosas, and guests. I call the member for Willoughby.
Thank you, Speaker. I too acknowledge the Deputy Mayor of Willoughby and friends and guests in the gallery this evening. Great to have you with us. Speaker, the people of Willoughby and communities right across New South Wales deserve a budget of vision and ambition, a budget that meets the challenges of today while laying the foundations for tomorrow. Instead, the Minns Labor Government 25-26 New South Wales budget has failed that test. This is a budget that leaves Willoughby out in the cold. It's a budget without any ambition, without any vision, that lacks a credible plan for the future of Willoughby or our great state. Instead, the government is making cuts to public education in Willoughby, cruelly axing not one but two new public schools. There's no new major infrastructure at all to cater for the extra residents coming to our area. There's no meaningful cost of living relief for families doing it tough. People are feeling the pressure. Power bills are up, tolls are up, everyday essentials are more expensive, and this budget does nothing to ease those burdens. In fact, it adds to them. Instead of responsible economic management, we see record high taxes and record debt. At the same time, no real relief to families and small businesses. In Willoughby, significant high-density development is already well underway, with many more coming. We must build the homes for the future, and Willoughby is certainly doing its bit in this respect. Tens of thousands of new residents are expected in suburbs like Crows Nest, St Leonards and Chatswood. Yet this budget provides little new investment to meet that growth. There's no new school funding, no new transport infrastructure, no additional public open space, no improvements to health facilities, no new expansion of metro services. Most concerning of all, again, Labor has scrapped two important new public schools, one in Chatswood and one in St Leonards. More than $20 million each had been allocated to those two schools in past budgets. That funding has now gone. These schools were not optional. They were and are essential to meet the rising demand in our local area. Every existing high school in Willoughby is at capacity. Their cancellation is deeply disappointing and a betrayal of the families who were relying upon them. Families in Willoughby are paying more but receiving less under this government. Toll shock is coming. The $60 toll relief program has been removed. In its place, the government has increased tolls on the Sydney Harbour Bridge and Tunnel. It's clear the government will also soon introduce two-way tolls on harbour crossings. That would be an effective doubling of tolls, this for infrastructure that has long been paid off. Several important local projects remain in limbo. There's no timeline for the new ambulance station on Falcon Street, and I urge the government to provide clarity on that. There's no capital investment for the Royal North Shore Hospital, our major public hospital, of course, in our community. Instead, the government is flogging off public hospital land at Royal North Shore Hospital to the highest bidder. There's not a single new dollar for infrastructure to match the growth that's coming from the government's low to mid-rise or transport-oriented development planning reforms. No clarity at all over the funding for the accelerated TOD precincts, including at Crows Nest and St Leonards. $520 million divided across the TOD precincts is really very little in terms of delivering the necessary infrastructure. Make no mistake, we need more housing, but you do need to invest in the accompanying infrastructure and services too. And you're doing half the job. Locally, this budget simply repackages previous announcements. It relies on momentum from the former Liberal government. Projects such as the upgrade to Camaro Public School, transition of local bus depots to electric buses, and the Western Harbour Tunnel and Warringah Freeway upgrade were already in the pipeline. This budget delivers nothing new, no vision, no fresh ideas. It lacks the kind of long-term thinking and bold ambition that delivered projects like the Sydney Metro. Here are some ideas on how to invest in the infrastructure and services our growing community in fact needs. 1. Build the two new public schools at Chatswood and St Leonards. 2. Expand the Sydney Metro and increase peak and weekend services. 3. A real alternative should come forward to the cancelled Beaches Link tunnel to bust congestion on our roads, including consideration of a metro rail link to the northern beaches. 4. Improving our bus service by optimising routes and investing in electric buses to replace the existing bus fleet. 5. Increasing local parks and community facilities, such as investing in the Holterman Street car park project in Crows Nest to grow the area's open space. 6. Real cost of living support by restoring toll relief and vouchers such as Active Kids to help with household budgets and get our kids moving, learning and engaged. I will continue to work for and demand a proper plan, a proper budget that links housing growth with infrastructure delivery. Labor has offered no such plan to build the infrastructure our state needs, including at a local level, either now or more importantly for the future. Budgets reflect priorities. Labor has made its priorities clear and Willoughby is obviously not one of them.